Yo YouTube, what's going on? Welcome back to the Jeepin' Daily channel. This video is going to be a voiceover of some clips that I have had or uploaded from my ownership of the Jeep. The reason there's not going to be any current video of the Jeep is because I sold it. So that's going to be another video, but for now, let's get into this one and talk about a high mileage JKU. So I just recorded an entire voiceover for this video and I don't know what happened, but it didn't save it. So if I'm talking fast or annoying, whatever, I apologize. So getting into this, first two clips, when I first had got in the Jeep, or halfway through my ownership of the Jeep, tried to do a burnout, spun the axle backward. So to spin it back straight, did a reverse burnout, spun it straight and tack welded around the pumpkin of the axle housing or the differential to the axle shafts, and fix that issue. So getting into the Jeep though, should you buy one, should you not, that's up for you to decide. But my experience with my 2012 180,000 mile 6-speed manual Wrangler was nothing but pleasant. I talked the dealer to $14,500. After everything was said and done out the door, it was $15,500. And I would do it again. I have no complaints about this Jeep. It would bury the tack past 100. It would hit the speed gov, but obviously on the back roads of Mexico, and Mexico only, we would never speed anywhere else. So it had plenty of power, factory equipped with the 373 gears. So this thing would chug along 6 gear, 35, 40 miles an hour on my way to work, on my way home. And I could pick up speed without having to downshift. I have no complaints when it comes to this Jeep. No death wobble, 18 miles a gallon over the summer, which, you know, for something on 37-inch mud tires and doing 70 miles an hour down the highways and shaped like a brick with aerodynamics of a brick, of a house, of a cow with light bars added to it and a dumb stinger front bumper, I think 18 is pretty good. I think we got about 20 when we took it down to the beach, which was mostly highway down there. So, you know, over the summertime, this averaged really great gas mileage. No complaints. So when it comes to the issues I had with this Jeep, though, when I bought it, on my way home, getting on the highway, you know, foot to the floor, and check engine light starts flashing. It was for a misfire. I forget what cylinder it was, but we diagnosed the problem, bought a $10 or $15 coil pack and replaced the coil pack, and never had any issues after that. Just about 2 or 3 months ago, with all the cold weather, I was getting a check engine light for the coolant not heating up fast enough. I believe that's what it was for, at least. Either way, I replaced the thermostat and thermostat housing, and it cleared that issue right up. The heat in this Jeep worked phenomenally. Every Jeep I've had, I mean, you just can't use the heat full blast because in 2 minutes you're sweating and, you know, you feel like you're in the Sahara Desert. It's terrible. Or, I mean, it's great, but it makes you feel terrible when it's that damn hot inside the Jeep. AC-wise, AC worked perfect, flawlessly. Ice cold AC, super hot heat. This thing was just a perfect, great daily driver. When it comes to the off-road aspect, though, it did not do great flexing. It had bump stops, which only allowed for about 1.5 inches or 2 inches of travel. So with those removed, it probably would do great off-road. I had multiple off-road trips planned, and every time we were getting ready to go off-road, everybody canceled. So I was left by myself and never got to actually wheel this thing. So I can't tell you how good or bad a open diff JKU is on the trails. But I can say it was a great daily driver for something as big as it was, and the size tires and stock gears, even though the stock gears were 373s. Never gave me any issues. Could, you know, like I said, go down the highway at 70, 80 miles an hour. But I mean, this Jeep was great. I have no complaints. I'd do it all over again if I had to. If I was put in the position like I was a year ago and wanted to buy a Jeep, I would buy this one in a heartbeat for the same price. even with all the issues included that I had along the way, which were not many. Even the hardtop was almost flawless, besides around the passenger front door. If it rained hard enough or long enough, it would start to leak just a little bit, but it wouldn't make your seats or anything wet. It would just run down the inside of the window. The hardtop, the Freedom panels, you would have to definitely make sure that the Freedom panels were tightened completely, or else they would drip water onto your head. Other than that, I think that's going to wrap up my voiceover for this video. Any questions regarding JKUs, I will answer to the best of my ability in the comment section below. Final thoughts on this Jeep, like I said, I'd buy it again. Paid $15,500 for it in total with all the fees and stuff. And sold it for $13,600 after a year of driving it. Put it 4,000 or 5,000 miles on it. Did one oil change on it. Replaced the trans. Replaced one coil pack. Replaced thermostat housing. And that was it. Other than that, it was phenomenal, reliable, never let me sit, never overheated. No complaints for the 3.6. I'll take a 3.6 V6 over a 3.8 any day. I'll take a 3.6 with 180,000 miles over a 3.8 with 80,000 miles. I don't care. These things are, they make great power, they make great torque, and paired with the 373s that were in it on these 37s, the Jeep was perfect. So yeah, I hope this was insightful. Sorry for my video voiceover. I sound like dog water. I'm sick for the second time in a month. It is what it is. And yeah, I had to do this voiceover because I sold the Jeep. So update video coming probably next week if my soon-to-be son is not here yet. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. I'm looking really hard for XJs, but XJ prices are just so inflated and nothing's worth buying to me right now. And I'm also waiting for my son to be here. So once my son's here and I'm back to work full-time off of my parental leave, I'll probably go buy an XJ or a Grand Cherokee that week. But I found a 5-speed XJ that I'm talking to the seller. No high hopes yet, but there's going to be Jeeps on this channel for sure. That's what this channel is Jeeps. We're going to definitely do some off-road content as we can and Jeep content as we can. Other than that, hope this was helpful. Peace out, guys.